Welcome back, guys, to the TheSpurgeonPiper. This is Wilson with you. So a few years ago, I started a series on the channel on how to pack your pipe. And that dealt with everything from ribbon cuts and shag cuts, the more easier forms, all the way to things that are more tricky, takes more time, flakes, rope cuts, things like that. And if you want to check out those videos, if you're still needing some guidance, I made a playlist so you can find them all in one fell swoop. So you can check that out if you're in need of those other forms. But I never added one type to that list. And that is probably the most daunting form of pipe tobacco, and that is plug, or what looks like a brick, but plug cuts, which is just compressed tobacco. Very hard, usually takes a lot more focus to break it down and time to break it down to get it ready to smoke. Some of the type of blends that you will find with this, with plug cuts is like Salty Dogs here, which is one I'll be reviewing shortly, or you have GLP's Triple Play. He has other ones like Spark Plug. You'll find 3Ps by Peterson, Peterson's Perfect Plug. Those are just a few that you'll find that use plug. Not as common as the other forms and other types of tobacco for the reason that it's a little trickier. So how are we going to prepare it? What is the best method for you? I think most just learn to use a knife. That's probably the main method. It is the main method to go with, usually a pocket knife, cutting pieces off and rubbing them out, getting them ready to go. That's how I used to do it. However, I came across another method, and I wish I knew who it was from. I truly don't. And if you are familiar with someone who does this, you can throw them in the comments for to point others to them. But there is a method I'm going to be showing you today that's really going to help this process out. And what we're going to be using is a cheese grater. Yes, a cheese grater. I found this to be a very easy method that gets the process, makes the process a lot easier. And so I'm going to just walk you through it, show you how simple it really is, and give you a better idea of how to prepare your pipe for plug cut. All right, guys, well, here's a closer look at the plug. And again, I am using Salty Dogs by Dan Tobacco for our example here because I've been smoking it quite a bit for the upcoming review. So how do we begin? Well, first off, again, I use a cheese grater. You may have one on hand. Excellent. Use it if you do need one. This one I did buy, I believe, from Walmart. And what's nice about it is it comes with this inside container that catches whatever you are grating, and it falls in it. What's nice about this is it catches the bulk, 90% or so of the tobacco. And so when you're grating it, it just will fall into the container, and you can easily dispense it into your valet or whatever you're using to catch your tobacco. So I would highly recommend this. You probably can find one on Amazon or what have you to get you by, or your local grocery store. All right, so we have our tobacco. You buy whatever you're using, you get it out of its container, and very simply, I mean, like a carrot, an onion, a tomato, I don't know, whatever vegetable you've grated before. I'm going to use the thicker side, and I guess you need to make sure you have a thicker side, a grater that's thicker holes or has thicker holes. And very simply, you'll hold it to the grater, and with a bit of force, you move it up and down. I mean, it's like I'm teaching you how to cut vegetables. All right, so that was what, 5-6 seconds. I did not count. How long do you need to go to get the right amount of tobacco? I will leave that up to you to decide. And depending on how much you want to do at one time, maybe you want to do quite a bit and just have it off into a container, and you can grab it whenever you're ready, so you don't have to do this every time you want to smoke plug tobacco. So I have it grated down, and here is the form, as you can see. So it is like a mixture of a ribbon shag cut. Maybe some will not like this type of cut. Maybe they're going to find problems. They want it maybe thicker. I don't think that's a problem at all. It may smoke a little faster, but man, really, it's just so simple to smoke. I don't think it smokes too fast for myself personally. And as far as does it need to dry out, you may have to dry it out a bit. I wouldn't give it much time, especially since it's cut up so much, 10 to 15 minutes. And then very simply, as far as taking into your pipe, I have this pipe here by Paul's Pipes. He does a wonderful job with pipes. You want to check it out. Check him out. You can find him on Instagram, things like that. I will just use the typical method of whether it's a cake or a ribbon. I will fill it up, tap on it, baby bear, press down, and do another one. Maybe a mama bear, and then one more. And a papa bear. There we go. So you pretty much just load it up like you would a ribbon cut or maybe a rubbed out, ready rub form of tobacco, what have you. You could take your pick on that. But this is a method I've done for quite some time with a couple of type of plugs. I don't smoke a lot of plugs, but this is the method I have used, and it's worked like a charm. And then you go through the normal steps of lighting and things like that. So there you are. I think this is a lot easier than using, say, a pocket knife. That is what I have done, but I do find that it just simply takes more time to cut the pieces off you do want, and then you really need to rub them out, things like that. It might need more drying, what have you, but this is the form using a cheese grater. This really makes it simple. It should take away all fears, concerns about buying plug tobacco, and make the process a lot easier. So if you have questions, feel free to leave them below. I'll be happy to answer them if I can. Again, I think this is pretty straightforward. Should help you out, but yeah, I'm happy to guide you further if there's any questions you have. So guys, that's all I have this week. Short video and sweet, but to the point. So I hope it helps you, and I hope you're blessed, and we'll talk to you very soon.